Leading off for Boston, third baseman.
First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 delivery. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Standing in now, Blake Swihart. And he takes ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Third inning, no score to this point. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 31, Drew Pomeranz.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Drew Pomeranz. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding into the box, Dan Straley.
For the Marlins, pitcher Dan Straley.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
3-0 now.
3-0.
D. Gordon is on deck. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these innings.
Into the box, D. Gordon. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Straley gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. On to Morrison at first, but it's not in time, and they'll have to settle for 1.
Now batting, center fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Christian Yelich. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now we'll step off the rubber and go to first, but the runner's back easily. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton, a base hit in his first trip. Pomerantz sets. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 misses above the zone for a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Miami. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Malik Smith the next to hit. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
This is line to left. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Little dribbler down the line. At
Rolls foul for strike one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Pedroia, affectionately nicknamed Laser Show, is in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him. This is skied into short left center. Lopez moving to his left. One away. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. First pitch on its way. There goes Smith. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Softly on a line to third. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease, as the throw will be too late. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, Dero, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's Mookie Betts. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he's in there at third with a 2-out triple.
The pitcher was almost out of the inning, and I think he might have taken that third out for granted. Instead, he gives up a 2-out RBI triple to make it 2-0.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Behind 0-2 now. Longoria trying to get there, and foul. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Red Sox on top, 2-0. So striding in, Evan Longoria comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out, throw that shutdown inning up, and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Line drive to center field. Smith is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. The 2-1. Popped him up. Swihart is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 2.
Now in the box, Harmon Lopez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. The Red Sox are out in front, 2-0. Into the box now, Rafael Devers. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Devers is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Blake Swihart is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That's ball 2. 2
balls, no strike.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
3-1 the count now. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Blake Swihart becomes the second out here in inning number 5.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Now to the plate is the Red Sox pitcher, Drew Pomeranz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
On the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Up next from Miami, Christian Colon. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. He is out. So an outstanding play at short to take away a potential base hit there. And with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team fielding percentage. And we see that these guys are currently in third place in the AL in that department. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Digging in once again, Malik Smith. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Malik Smith becomes the first out of the inning.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just got a piece up the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Towards second. And Pedroia's got himself a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
The 0-2 delivery popped him up. Drury has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
First baseman number 7.
Ready for another shot now. Logan Morrison. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Pedroia leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're up 2-0. In is Christian Yelich, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Swihart is under it. 1 down.
The right fielder, number 27.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton. 2-0 count. The pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that one is gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, the 297th of his career. And the Marlins have made this a 2-1 game.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Stepping in now, Evan Longoria. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike to Longoria. Rounded down the third baseline. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out. At the plate, Brandon Drury. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Devers has it. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Marlins able to draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. Welcome back to South Florida. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll start the 7th. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's the first pitch to him. Flying toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Rafael Devers the next to bat as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And that's in there, base hit.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
In now, Blake Swihart. No balls and 1 strike. Drury trying to get there, and no one will get this one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. Brock Holt will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. In his career, Holt carries the batting line a little over the 260 mark. That's lifted the other way out to left. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Luis Rocha is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Rocha.
Now at the plate, Chance Cisco.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one. And that one stayed too low, apparently. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch lifted down the line in left. Coming in is Benintendi, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the seventh, you're down one. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Standing in now, Carmen Lopez. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in chasing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
From the stretch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
You can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only 1 out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Robbie Valencia will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 33, Robbie Valencia.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 5 homers, 18 driven in. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. He's safe at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Here's D. Gordon now. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1. The 1-0. Started the chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Two-0 count. The pitch pulled toward right center field. On the move is Betts, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Marlins get one here on a couple. Kyle Barrclaw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Malik Smith the next to hit. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that game.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
The 0-2 home. Popped him up. Drury is there for it. One down. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Striding in for Boston, Dustin Pedroia. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball right over the inside. Side corner. One out, nobody on. Longoria is over to take a look. 0-2, here it is. And it is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Now batting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bearclaw, or Bear for short. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. In is Christian Yelich.
Leading off for the Marlins, center fielder, Christian Yelich.
He's set and the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
He pulls this one into right. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Giancarlo Stanton now, so far 2 for 3 in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
0-2 count and the pitch. Missed with a slider. On the ground to the left side. Devers gloves it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Into the box, Evan Longoria drives it out to deep right center field. Smith's on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. Stepping in, Brandon Drury has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The Red Sox are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance. Only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Last time through was a base hit. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Drury rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, Carmen Lopez. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. 3 runs already home here. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 10, shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, Christian Colon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
A ball and a strike now. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Smith. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 Boston error, and 1 man left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 5 and the Red Sox 2. So digging in now, Logan Morrison. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Logan Morrison.
Wei-Yin Chen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Wei-Yin Chen.
First offering on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Popped him up. Cisco is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged the bullet.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Marlins will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
5-2 the final today. The pitch came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Kyle Barklaw wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Wei-Yin Chen earns the save out of the bullpen, his 21st of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Red Sox, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Comer Metro Rail Station.